Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our Lunch, Listen and Learn webinar with our very special guest, Lisa Bertrand. So sit down and relax for 30 minutes where we will discuss all the developments within our fabulous Bright Green Business Network member, Beyond Green. They'll be discussing everything from Arena17 platform, which is absolutely transforming the accountancy sector, right the way through to being a B Corp organisation, right the way through to what it's like to be a Vibes winner. Absolutely fascinating stuff. So we really look forward to sharing our lunch with you today. And of course, if you have any questions, then please feel free to join in the conversation at the top of each slide. We'll also have a Q&A section at the end and an interesting poll that you can fill in while we're chatting, or again, whenever you happen to be listening, and we'll talk about that in due course. So I'm Elaine Brown. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Bright Green Business, and I've been here for around 3 years. I absolutely love the fact that we have got businesses that are our members from all across Scotland doing amazing things around environmental sustainability. And this webinar is a great opportunity for me to meet and chat with our fascinating members and really find out a lot more about them. And I'm hoping that when you're listening, it's an opportunity for you to find out, could these be potential business allies, partners? Could you do business with our members? So it's a real opportunity for you to reach out and get in touch with these fabulous businesses. So, as I said, Lisa Bertrand is our special guest. So hello, Lisa.
Hi, Elaine.
Hello. Lisa has been working at Beyond Green for 4 years and 10 months. That's very specific, isn't it?
Yes.
And she is their Operations and Communication Director. Lisa is vastly experienced in sustainability and being an environmental advisor. And she and her company have delivered over 150 projects for businesses in many sectors, ranging from manufacturing to hospitality. So this is a company with huge expertise. Lisa is fluent in French, and this can be seen and highlighted in her LinkedIn page. And it's made me realise I really should have stuck in more with my French at school. I can just get by with sort of bonjour, and that's about it. But rest assured, this is all going to be in English today.
It will.
The picture that you're seeing on the slide at the moment was taken when I visited Beyond Green at their premises in Edinburgh, and I was dying to get my hands on their Vibes Award trophy. I'm very excited about that. They're fantastic trophies, and Lisa's going to talk later on about what it's like to be a Vibes winner and receive one of those trophies. So more of that later. So for the next 30 minutes, we will be looking at who are Beyond Green and what is their purpose and their vision and their drive for their business, what it means for them to be a B Corp organisation, and I'm really interested in find out more about what that is, the problems that Arena17 will solve within the accountancy sector, the vision behind that platform, and how you could perhaps get involved. And of course, we'll have a Q&A. So that's all exciting. So enough of me. I'll now pass over to Lisa. So thank you very much, Lisa, for coming along today. And it's now over to you.
Okay, well, thank you, Elaine, very much for that intro. Yes, Beyond Green and our very ambitious project, the Arena17. To start with, what's our mission as a company? Well, we want to make positive change easier, and we want to inspire everyone to create a sustainable world. Because to do so, we need to make sustainability actions affordable to small and medium enterprises. How, as a small team located in Edinburgh, are we going to do that? Well, we're going to be transitioning from a sustainability consultancy to a fintech company by providing business performance insight that doesn't cost the earth. And to do so, we want to collaborate with accountants who are central for business to transition to the low carbon economy as their trusted advisor. We know from our experience that, businesses lack resources, and they lack resources to pay for consultancy services. So what we're going to do is develop a platform that makes sustainability actions easier by getting financial data to do the hard work. Our B Corp ambition, well, as a team of sustainability advisor, we have identified over the last 5 years £7 million worth of saving, resource efficiency saving, and that's an in-depth knowledge of 600 projects across our team. We are passionate about inspiring action, and we've got a track record in removing barriers within businesses. Our impact as a company, we identified 25,000 tons of carbon savings. And we mainly support small and medium-sized businesses with sustainability strategy. So we facilitate workshop and help business strategy to align with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 global goals. That start to make some sense. And we mainly focus on resource efficiency and renewables, but we also help with business management systems, so environmental, energy and quality systems, some ISO coming up here. And we became B Corp Certified in August last year, which means
I'd like to understand that. I'm looking forward to, I've heard it so much, but
absolutely,
not quite sure.
yeah. Well, that means we really use business as a force for good,
right?
And for us, it wasn't a big transition. We didn't had to adjust our business practices. We already measure our main environmental impact, the way we treat our employee, the way we deal with our supply chain, the way we do governance within the company. All that was already fairly aligned with the B Corp standards. So that was really, really a great achievement for us.
Yeah, and so the B Corp, is this something that you have to go through certain criteria and apply for and be assessed against?
Yeah. So we've got there's a set of criteria, and you need to provide some evidence on how you are performing against those criteria. And they are across the environment, your workforce, the governance, the supply chain of your company. So you've got to show how you perform and what's your practice within those areas.
And is the B Corp something that is aligned to Scottish Government criteria, or do you find that it's going to be useful with regards to a tendering process? If you can say that you're a B Corp corporation, how's that going to really benefit your business?
Yeah, well, I think it does align with the business pledge, for example, that the Scottish Government has in place. And I think it's a really good process as well in terms of when you might be, putting tenders in, because you go through a process where you've got to provide some evidence of what you are that what you are saying your business is doing. So it is a really good process, and you've got a review I think it's every 3 years. And you need to prove that you are improving as well.
Continually improving,
absolutely. So you're not just sitting on your achievement, really. And it's an international certification, recognized certification, and there's a huge community as well out there of businesses, B Corp certified businesses that help each other.
I was waiting to say, is there a network there so that you would get in touch with other B Corp organizations? Do they have like a conference or something like that?
They do have annual conferences, and we also have some seasonal events. We've got some B Social where we gather together, and this is open to non-certified businesses as well who wants to learn and find out more about the certification.
I think that would be really good. I think that we'll probably try and follow up with that a little bit more with our network, and maybe you can give us some sort of good contacts or whatever, so that we can share that with our members, because there might be quite a few of our members who'd be quite interested in B Corp. But if they're like me, I've heard about it and think, well, this is really good, and I've actually seen your director Paul talking about B Corp. but I think
passionate.
just he is very passionate. He's a great advocate of it, ambassador for B Corp. So yes, I think that that's something that we will investigate more. But it's fantastic that you, as one of our members, have actually trailblazing that.
Yeah, and I'm
if
quite
people
happy.
wanted to know more, they could get in touch with you.
Absolutely, yeah. Get in touch with me, and I can add some link down just on the comment section of the website of the webinar. Sorry, if people want to find out more and what's involved. Yeah,
brilliant, super. Thank you.
So just moving on then to our successful Innovate UK award, and so just our following that certification B Corp, we thought, not stop here, let's go bold, and so we applied for that funding that enable us to develop the Arena17, that sustainability platform.
Yeah, I'm really, again, this is why we've got you on, surprise, surprise. Again, I'd heard and I was very pleased that you'd got that funding, but again, wasn't quite sure what that was.
So it is a Innovate UK, it's a UK-wide funding, and there's different sector that the funding is targeting, and the objective of the funding is strengthening those sectors within the UK economy. And so the specific strand that we applied for was obviously targeting the accountancy sector.
Right.
And the aim of that strand of the funding was for the accountancy sector to embrace artificial intelligence and data analysis to avoid redundancy, to avoid facing those challenges that they currently are facing. And that's the next slide coming up.
Okay.
The funding is trying to support the accountancy sector through those difficult times that they are going to face with data analysis and cloud accounting system.
Right. And we've got several accountancy firms that are Bright Green Business Network members. So hopefully this will be of great interest to them, and hopefully they can get involved perhaps with
absolutely.
That's
really
activity.
what we would like to happen.
Okay, well, we'll put a call out to all our accountancy members. Please get in touch with Lisa and help further the Arena17, which we'll find out more about.
So yes, the problems. Yes, what we see currently is there's threats to the accountancy sector. The main one being the cloud accounting system. And it is threatening 80% of the practices in the UK. That's about 3,000 practicing disappearing annually.
Right.
And it does include sole practitioners that might be currently focusing on compliance and bookkeeping.
Yes.
Because those two areas are covered by the cloud accounting system.
Right.
And this is representing revenue losses because, for example, Free Agent, which is one of those cloud accounting system, for a small business, the fee to subscribe for that accounting system online is £200 a year.
Right.
So you see 10 businesses subscribing to this system, that can represent £2,000 worth of fee loss for an accountancy firm. Wow. So that's quite significant.
It is significant. Has this got any obviously there's big talk now, we've done several talks through our chambers, etc., on tax going digital, make tax digital. Has this got an impact on Arena17 at all?
Well, so making tax digital is something that is going to increase the uptake on cloud accounting system.
It will,
So we see that uptake being also a driver to the accountancy sector using the Arena17.
Yes.
So absolutely.
So they are sort of hand in hand, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And what we also see, and for more question, so Paul Adelaide, our founder, his background is within finance, and we've engaged with accountancy firms before. We can see that there's a struggle to be proactive, and that compliance still drives agenda, heavily. So we see those as being quite some problems. And for businesses, well, we've got great experience of working with SMEs, and we can imagine and see them running businesses and having to face cost pressure, staff costs, rising energy costs, electricity,
absolutely,
but also obviously some great uncertainties within the economy, the
Well,
market.
there's a lot of
the big
uncertainties. Yes, are we allowed to mention that word? I don't know. Let's just avoid it.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and also, we tend to become their trusted advisor as a sustainability practice, but
Right.
we also see they might lack skills to assess opportunities for efficiency and savings, and they don't necessarily have holistic insight within their business performance, because nowadays running a business requires to have
so many skills, doesn't it? And you can't possibly have all of those.
Knowledge of everything.
So you need to know who does.
It is, and you need to find trusted advisor to advise you on all those areas that you need to be aware of.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So here come what we really looking forward to. Yes, absolutely. So those are the problems that we see. We would like to know, what do you think? So those are the two questions. And if you are an accountant, the first is for you. If you are a business, the first question is for you. The second one is for mainly an accountant. Okay. We would like to know, where do you see services from accountancy practices? How do you see them evolving within the next 2 years?
Right. What would you want from your accountancy firm that you think that's going to help you keep on track with things? Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you can look at the comment section below the slide on YouTube and click on the relevant link for you, you will then see the question with a number of options. So please select the option that is the most relevant for you, and I will see the answers live. But also, like I said before, maybe that the questions are going to be sitting there like the webinar as well. So if you're watching the webinar within the next few days, weeks, I will have your answer as well popping in.
Yeah, we're going to keep that. That will be there. It's a live poll. It's whenever you've got the chance, just before you're making a tea, or if you're sitting trying to look busy at work, and this is something that you could do that would make you look busy, but would be really, really helpful, and be feeding into the work of Arena17, and give Lisa and her team just a good feel for you as businesses out there. So what are you going to expect from your accountants in the next 2 years? So please participate in that poll. That will be really, really beneficial. And then your second question is actually flipping around to look at, if you are an actual accountant, what do you think your clients are going to need? And it would be interesting if they both are
expecting we want to see
things,
this gap or not.
Yes.
And so that those answers are going to feed into market research. We already started some market research last month, and we had some semi-structured interviews with our clients. The findings were really interesting.
Are you able to divulge what your initial
findings
are? Is that loud? We're getting that hot off the press.
And it is really interesting to see that business owners struggle to make a direct connection between their accountancy systems and resource efficiency. Most businesses did state that their accountants are currently meeting their expectation by providing basic bookkeeping. That is current situation. We don't really know exactly. That's why the question is here. What's going to happen within in the future, really? And only 18% of the people who answered our question indicated that their finance team are involved in identifying resource efficiency potential. So that's not quite enough. We see for developing resilient businesses.
Exactly, because there could be huge savings there within a company that tax accountants could be finding and identifying.
On average, we found that the saving from resource efficiency can be equal a salary, an annual salary.
And obviously, we're mentioning the word resource efficiency, and I just want to be sort of totally transparent, just so that everybody understands what that actually means.
So when I say resource efficiency, I mean reducing energy consumption by having LED lighting put in, or maybe reducing water consumption from water efficient shower. It could be reducing your waste, because the cost of the waste is not just the managing of it and the disposal of it. So there's huge saving that businesses could benefit from by looking into their costs and resource efficiency.
Yeah, we find that a lot through our green ticks, and we're just working with the client just now through doing their green ticks with us. They're identifying that they're overpaying for their energy by thousands, and just by making certain reductions, they are going to actually make a huge saving, and their accountant is probably going to be very proud of that, but it should have been flipped around, and it should have perhaps been the accountant really driving forward that desire to
pointing
do that.
out those solutions, and those are long-term long-term saving. It's not by switching tariff, right, you're going to make some saving, but this is usually a 2-year saving.
It's like becoming a habit of a lifetime, really, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is, thank you for those who
so we
answered
will
those
keep
questions.
putting those polls out and hope we get that. Right, what next?
And so the next question is, hopefully we now explain a bit more what we meant by resource efficiency.
Right, so I've
savings.
Jumped the gun there.
Exactly. Well, you made it probably much easier for people to answer that question.
Right, okay.
And what we tend to see from our experience working with businesses is there are some barriers for them to investigate those resource efficiency cost savings. So we want now to know, what do you think those are? And that would be really helpful, because we want to remove those barriers.
Absolutely. No, right. So get voting, folks, and this is an interesting poll and would be really, really helpful both for you. Could sort of get you sort of thinking in a way that you perhaps haven't for a wee while. So as I say, these polls will be treated with confidence and confidentiality, but it's just to give us a feel for where people are thinking. Okay, thank you.
So, jumping on to the solution. Well, what we really want to is obviously helping businesses to set realistic sustainability actions with real cost saving, to help them grow their business and gain green credential that they can share with confidence. Our solution, so the theArena17, we also help accountants embrace those changes within the cloud accounting system by adding the theArena17 to their clients' ecosystem of cloud accounting apps. They're going to be able to move beyond compliance and help their business prosper. They're going to be able to diversify by provide unique insight into their clients' businesses, and that's going to help them, provide added value services, retain their current clients, but also gain new ones. And that's, for all, attract talent by demonstrating forward thinking and create new revenue stream. For example, accountancy firms being able to provide advice on investment for resource efficiency equipment, tax advice on renewables, for example, create...
So really ethical sort of investments and things like that, perhaps?
Ethical or energy efficiency investment, renewable, solar.
And is this going to, so this all sounds great. There's nothing there that does not sound fantastic for a business. So if they got involved in the theArena17, would it cost them to get involved? Or
so to start with, what we want is to find what the needs and meet those needs. So we are going to do some market research. We want insight into their struggle and make sure that we ease those issues that they're facing.
Fantastic. So that sounds great. Not going to cost you. It's going to really help.
This is a conversation that we want to start, really.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic.
Okay. So, and that's why we've got that question just sitting here. We know that our solution is going to be cheap and easy to use. What we want to find out is, what benefit must it provide for you to be using it to calculate resource cost savings? And again, if you click on that link, that will come up a form with the question and a number of options for you to tell us what is the first benefit you want that solution to provide you with to be using it.
Okay, that's great.
I think we've got some sign that we need to be a bit quicker, so I'm going to jump
Rachel's sort of doing a weird motion, which I think does mean speed it up. Speed it up.
Right, but answer the question still. So, and we are actually finishing, that's perfect timing, but just to explain exactly what you asked me about, the
Yes.
approach, well, yes, we've got expertise, knowledge, we've got the good network. We currently are working with accountancy bodies, ICAW, ICAS here up in Scotland.
Yes.
We've got very good relationship with Zero Waste Scotland because we're working on their programs for a number of years now. So
Yes.
we've got a data shared agreement with them. We're currently using this program data of real business case and projects to do market research and data
Okay.
analysis.
Yeah.
So this is all, good stuff, really.
Yeah.
And about our values and our approach, it's all about collaboration. We've got here some great, board advisor, former SSC chief executive and technology developer manager. We've got someone helping us with software architecture design,
Yeah.
and someone who is doing research on impact investment. So these are all the advisors that we have and who are going to help us.
So you're the absolutely best place for sitting here, and really, why wouldn't our members want to sort of link in with Beyond Green, because they've got, as you say, all the expertise, and they're really going to be the driving force for Arena 17 and B Corp. So, please get in touch with
Absolutely.
Lisa or Paul or Oliver. They're really approachable people, and it might just be the best thing that your business has ever done.
Just come and help us design, the best user experience with for that tool that we really are thinking there's a great outcome coming here.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Okay.
So that is our ask, really.
Yes.
Join us in the arena. Speak to your accountant about Resource Efficient Scotland, which is free support for SME to benefit from our advice and advice from other advisors that deliver this Zero Waste Scotland program. Speak to your accountant about the Arena 17 project and come and speak to me, email me. You've got my email here. And obviously keep up to date with the Bright Green business, because we are going to have some more events to update you on how well we're doing with this project.
We're going to have a wee event again later in the year, and obviously through our newsletter, etc. We will keep you informed of the progress of Beyond Green and the Arena 17, and we'll also be talking about B Corp, and we'll hopefully maybe have an event on that or something in due course.
It's all about collaboration. Yes,
absolutely is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Lisa. So our next slide is right. Obviously, if you wanted to ask us any questions, you can do so on the link live, and we've got a few that have been sent in previously. So one of the things that a few of our members had realised that you were going to be here, and we had sort of we've been doing a lot of promotion around Vibes, and I feel honoured again that I'm sitting beside Vibes winner. Bright Green Business sits on the Vibes steering board. And always amazed at the amount of good work that happens. So Lisa, one of the questions from one of our members is, what did you win Vibes for, and what was that like? Very quickly,
sure, absolutely. Yeah. So we applied for a specific category within the Vibes, which was about sustainable and active travel. And it is because as consultancy company, our main environmental impact is business and commuting travel. So we monitor how the impact on the environment that our business and commuting have, and this is why we applied for this award. It's because we've got some league as well, and we've got some great practices. We've embedded into our expenses policy, for example, a travel hierarchy to make sure that, if people can, they might be cycling, taking public transport, the train. There's a number of alternatives, and we want to make sure that our main environmental impact is, under control and measured and monitored, and also we make that fun, that it is about.
Did come across in the when you're a Vibes finalist, you get a sort of wee video and things, and the winner it came across that it was a lot of fun doing the Vibes Awards. And what I would say is the next Vibes Awards is in November, so please, we'll be sharing a lot of information about that through the Bright Green Business Network in the coming months. So if you can get along to that, if you're not currently an applicant, it's a brilliant event. Yes. So go along this year. find out what it's all about, and then I can guarantee you next year you're going to want to apply. And if you're currently, in that application process and could be potential finalists, that wish you all the best, and we will see you in the Vibes Awards in November. So unfortunately, Lisa, I cannot believe how half an hour can go in so quickly when we're just chatting away here. So what remains to say is thank you so much. You're a fantastic member who gets involved in everything that we do, and we really want to support you going forward. As Lisa has said, the poll that she's been talking about, those questions are going to be there. Any point that you feel that you can contribute to that poll, please do so. It's going to be hugely valuable. And just to say that we're going to have quite a lot of Bright Green Business Network events coming up. Just keep checking our website. There's quite a lot of exciting things coming up over the next year, and that we'll have our next webinar probably next month with another one of our fantastic Bright Green Business Network members. So I hope you can join us then. So in the meantime, it's goodbye from Lisa.
Lisa, yeah, well, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much, Elaine.
Pleasure talking to you, and it's goodbye from me. Cheers now. Bye.